Police officers should be good to others that are being good, and they should take the bad people to jail.
Police officers should stay involved, but not in everybody's business.
Police officers should risk their life for others.
I think that police officers should look past the stereotype.
Give people second chances.
Lower their tensions. Be a role model.
Keep our community safe.
I felt kind of nervous, and I really didn't want to react with them.
When you're a police officer, you're not sure if the kids are going to be positive towards you or negative.
I never actually met police officers in a calm situation.
It was a little tense in that sense that some of the youth were a little more negative initially.
My mom's cousin's sister died by the police. So I was like, this is going to be weird meeting with the police.
There was a bit of trepidation at first, but as soon as our officers and youth started to engage in having honest, open, courageous conversations about all the things that they deal with, whether personally or professionally or with school or with kids and relationships, all of a sudden you could just see the change of interaction, and it was really a profound thing for me to personally see.
It ended up being really nice because the police, it's not what they say on the news. Like, they say all bad things, but they never recognize the good things that ever happened with the police or anything. So it's been a nice experience so far.
It's been 100% positive, and I think all communities, not just St. Paul, would benefit with more one-on-one interaction with law enforcement.
It was really fun, and I learned that basically police officers is just like regular people, and you can be safe around them.
I have kids of my own, and they're so influenced by what they see in the news or YouTube now or Snapchat, Facebook, conversations with other kids. It's really hard to get through the initial layer, I think, with kids and just really deal with them as individual people and souls, like one-on-one. This has been great. I've actually learned more than the kids have. What I've learned is there's still a lot of people who are pro-police and really respect us, and we need to just keep that light shining and continue to be good role models like society expects us to be.
So you get to write the job description for your local police officers. I want you to take it very seriously.
A young man didn't want to speak, and he kept getting pushed to answer what is the role of a police officer, and the response that finally came out was to shoot people. And that's really not what police officers are about.
You know, I've had people who are respectful and they treat me nice and everything and this and that, and they've done something wrong. I don't take them to jail, I don't give them a citation, because the attitude goes a long ways, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's just that mutual respect, you know.
The police officer, he pulled him over. My dad was on his phone, and he had put his phone from his left ear to his pocket. So the officer thought that he was putting on his seatbelt. And then the officer was being real rude about, like, why wasn't your seatbelt on? Like, how are you going to arrive and then put your seatbelt on and whatever?
So instead of the officer blaming, I'm asking more clarification, questions, and more questions instead of blame.
Right.
We were walking away from the church, and then they started running. So my instinct was to start running with them instead of asking why they were running. And then later on, I found out that they were running from the cops. If you didn't do anything, there's no need for you to put yourself in a situation that will make it seem like you did something.
My thoughts is just ecstatic, you know, how this whole thing has come together in this process, and just watching the relationships flourish.
I'm excited to go meet with them because every time we have a fun time.
all of a sudden,
Looking back, moving forward, I am my brother's keeper.
And so now to see them together, we've come a long way from the misperceptions of what police officers should be or what you should be like to a true partnership.
A lot of people would be like, oh, there's the cops, there's the police, we gotta get away. And like, you can't just judge a book by their cover. You have to talk to them, get to know them better.
Just like how we make strong neighborhoods when we get to know our neighbors, when we get to know our youth, we're making strong community as well. And so the takeaway, I think, for our youth and our officers is that the more we engage, the more we get to know each other, the better off we all are.
I want to tell kids that you don't have to be afraid of police officers, and they're not actually rude or mean and stuff. They just want to focus to help our community, the world, be safe, and trying to make more peace